Hey there, Chad here for the AI Content Dojo. In this video, I just want to sort of, unwrap the new, I guess it's not new, the SEO add-on to Phrase. It's new to me because I literally just purchased it. They offered a deal for people who have the lifetime deal. I have Phrase under a lifetime deal, but they have an add-on for adding some kind of SEO extras. And I'm just going to use this as sort of an unwrapping or an unboxing kind of video where let's discover what it is that they're offering because I haven't looked yet. I just purchased it. I just unlocked the SEO power, I guess. And normally, what I use Phrase for is two things. One is the content research phase when I need to study up on a topic before I write about it. It's nice for that because what it'll do is you put in your search term, it'll go out there and gather up a bunch of the content that you need to study from based on the stuff that is already ranking in Google, and you'll be able to sort of look through them and study up on the topic all in one nice place, so you don't have to spend time, going all over the web and reading up on the content. The second thing I use it for is after I'm done writing, I'll copy my content back into Phrase and I'll use the topic score and questions and things like that to kind of make sure that the article I've just finished doesn't have huge gaps compared to the competition. And the only reason I do that is because apparently for the search term that the top results that come back are the ones that Google thinks are the important, results that a reader would find given the search term. And therefore, the content that is in those pages, something about it, Google thinks is what the reader wants. And so my completed article, I don't want it to be so far different from, as far as the topical, coverage of it. I want to make sure that it doesn't have such huge gaps that Google might not consider it for the reader that I'm targeting. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really used phrase for. But now there's some sort of SEO, something better about it. And I don't know what that is. I just purchased it because I like Phrase. And there was something I heard about, an article or an outline builder or something like that. I want to try that because outlines are a very important part of writing articles or blog posts and things like that, right? And so I guess here we go. I'm at the welcome screen and I just noticed that there is a typo there. And I'm going to, should I get started? Let's just see what we have inside of here. We got documents, so that's normal. Outline builder, Google traffic is normal. Outline builder, okay, I'll try that in a bit. Answers, I never really got into answers. If you have, I'm curious, as the AI Content Dojo has gotten bigger and there's more content and, tens of thousands of people come to it each month now, it might be worth exploring their answers feature in case people aren't really finding the answers that they want. The little AI bot that Phrase can put on your site and answer those questions for them, that might be something worth it for me to explore in the future. For now, though, let's check out the outline builder. So I want to see what this thing is capable of. Okay, so it appears you put your target keyword in there, and what is this drop down? Keyword modifier. Okay. Not really sure. Let's just see what happens. Let's see. Content workflow. I need to learn how to type. Wow. Content workflow or workflows. We'll just go with this. Okay. Now what? I'm guessing you probably hit enter here or something. Oh, here we go. Okay. Content workflow. What is MSV? Oh, okay. Monthly search volume. Okay, that's kind of neat. I wonder where they get those numbers because a lot of times SEO tools are I mean, they're not Google, right? So they kind of wing it, that number. Uh, so I mean, I guess in a sense, the way you would look at this is 390 doesn't necessarily mean 390 searches for a month, but it probably means that there's more searches for content workflow than there are for content workflow software, right? And the tools are probably pretty good at noticing the delta, and that you'll be able to see that, okay, this is probably the keyword, which is the one I typed in, that would be the one I'd want to target. Now, this keyword modifier, I'm not really sure, like, how? Let's say how. What does this do? Content workflow. Oh, okay. So it seems to be sort of refining the related questions a bit. What are the components of workflow? I mean, that would be one. That would be an important thing to talk about when you're discussing content workflow. What does this thing do? Oh. Oh, okay, so it has some subcategories or sub questions, I guess. What are eight stages? Is that what I have on the AI Content Dojo? I have brainstorm, research, writing, editing, SEO, publishing, promotion. 7. I wonder what they think of 8. What did I miss? What is workflow process? By the way, this video is going to be a little bit rambling. If you want to watch it at like double speed or skip around, please do. It's not. There's no structure to this. I'm just sort of winging it and seeing what's available in here right now, and I'll try to provide my thoughts as I go through it. So the whole goal is right now we're trying to create an outline. So an important thing to always keep in mind when you're creating content is that you're trying to answer the intent of the reader. So think about it for a second. If somebody's doing a search for content workflow, I mean, they probably would type more than that. It'd be a longer tail keyword most likely. But if you're searching for content workflow, off the cuff, I would say it sounds like they're probably maybe at the beginning stages of their blogging or content, whatever their reason for writing content is, and they're wanting to learn about content workflow. It doesn't have that keyword there. Doesn't say like examples or templates or how or anything like that. So it's going to be more of maybe describing what a content workflow is and providing an existing sample, maybe even describing what the benefits of it would be. So a content workflow outline might look like, what are the components? Okay, that looks good. Let's see what else we got. What is the workflow from content creation to publication? I mean, that kind of would be the same, wouldn't it? Well, this one's thinking. What's that doing? Okay, from inception to publication. What is it? Okay, it's sort of getting repetitive. How do you create a production workflow? I'm going to add that one just because that would be something that maybe once they've decided or that they sort of understand what a content workflow is, maybe they want to be able to put one into action. That'd probably be a different article, but yeah, that'd be a different article. Let's take that out. What are the components? What is the workflow from content creation to publication? I'll just, from content creation to publication. That doesn't, no. From inception to publication. I don't really like the word inception, but let's use that. I'm trying to get to where, the writer maybe doesn't have any idea, and they're going to go from brainstorming ideas to ultimately ending up with a published piece of content. So let's see what else we got. Production. Well, we can do content writing workflow. Content writing workflow would be more in line. Let's put that one in there. Can I can't change the. What have we got inside of here? Actually, what does it do over here when you hit that little down arrow? More questions. So what's this one? Content writing workflow. What happens if over here? Okay, so just wait. What is? Okay, so it's What is the correct workflow in writing an article? That's interesting. I don't know what happens now that I've expanded it. As far, I guess I guess that will become sub topics within this segment of the outline. So you get the sort of overview of the top level outline, and then subtopics. Okay, that's pretty cool. I guess need to be careful because I apparently can't roll that back up if I don't want them. I guess I would have to do this and then do this. Nope, brings it back. Okay, that might be something that, well, I guess I could just delete it after I add it to my document or whatever that is. Which content management of workflow tool? That's oddly stated. Which content? I mean, that's Quora, I guess. Quora does weird things like that. People do weird things like that, right? What are some good online editorial workflow tools? I think that if somebody's searching for content workflow, they might not yet be looking for tools. Maybe. What are some open source workflow engines? Engines, like, your workflow machine, I guess I like the analogy. Engine, machine, same thing, right? I kind of dig it. What is the benefit of visualizing your workflow? I mean, there's always a benefit in visualization. I sat in some classes of cognitive science for Yale Medical, and your brain just literally sitting there visualizing what you're going to do for the day, or visualizing the task that you're going to perform, the steps that you're going to do it in and whatnot before you actually do it. That is a beneficial exercise. I'm going to add it there. Let's just see. I wonder what kind of stuff does it find under Quora's little drop down there. It's finding some Google. We'll see, what is workflow visualization? That's kind of backwards, huh? Like you maybe would want to say what is workflow visualization before you say the benefit of it. Let me add that. But now, okay. So there needs to be a way to like rearrange these. I imagine that when I put it into the document, it's going to be in this order. And I don't appear to have a way to reorder those. So that'll be some feedback for Phrase. So what do we got in our outline so far? What are the components of a workflow? Let's pop that down. What are the 3 components, 8 stages? What is the workflow process? What is the summary component in a workflow definition? The summary component in the workflow? I'm stumped on that one. What is the summary component of a workflow? I mean, do you have? I guess if you're in an agency or something, and you've brainstormed, you've written, you've edited, SEO optimized, published. At the end, you'd write up a summary, and maybe as like an executive summary to provide it to leadership or something that would review it or something. I don't know. I'm more in the solopreneur sort of realm, individuals writing. I imagine that you wouldn't have a summary component. It's probably something with a more, I don't know, corporate defined workflow, I guess. Okay. I don't really have anything good for ending out the article, but I'm just testing Phrase. So normally I would probably spend some time making sure. So like, remember, content workflow. I want to explain content workflows. Let's see, what are the components? Yep, that's very good. I don't know what 3 basics and then have 8 stages. I'm not sure what that's gonna lead to, but I'll find out when I get into the document and I can do the research. What is your workflow process for? What is your? So like let's see what they got under there. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's kind of getting repetitive. Let me take that out. I'll just leave that one. Content writing workflow. This is, take that out too. What is the benefit of visualizing your workflow? Let's see what they got under there. Why it's important. Okay, that's good. Workflow. What is workflow visualization? Let's see what they put under there. I'll flip those inside the document. Everything's got 3 basic components, doesn't it? Okay. All right, fine. Well, let's just go from there. Create the document. Okay, so this is the classic same sort of create document that normally have. I usually switch this to English just because country, I guess, defaults to US now. That's good. And create. Ooh, this is new. Got it. Don't need that anymore. So it goes right into the content brief. I like that. That's good. You can see the phrases over here doing its research for me. It's gathering all the things I need to know about this content workflow topic. Top results. I mean, is that different? What else we got? I know. I'm not new to Phrase. I guess I'm new again since I ordered the SEO add-on. Editor workflows. Funny that I'm writing about workflow and it's telling me about editor workflows. Next. Okay. All right. So what's different? Here. Well, domain authority and backlinks. That's new. Backlinks. No. I guess since this is the overview, that means that the average article that's in the top, I think, well, it looks like 20 results has 68 backlinks. Oof, that's pretty rough. That's going to be some pretty difficult content to overcome. Headers and links and images, I've never really paid too much attention to those for my content. My angle as far as beating out other writers and other content is to have a dedicated focus on the reader. You'll notice all too often, like let's see, Content Marketing Institute is the one that ranks #1 for the content workflow. Sounds like it's probably got that on lock, right? 2,600 words. It's got a pretty massive domain authority, 614 links to it. Whew. That's going to be tough for anybody to overcome. But let's just see what. Wow, page is ugly. All right. How to define. Oh no, pop-ups and stuff. All right. I don't like these little. In general, these little social sharing things, and more pop-ups. Not too many people actually click them, and a lot of times they load a ton of JavaScript and stuff that slows down your page load. Okay, but so this is clearly one of those, like, following the old school idea of what a blog should have on it to make sure that you're annoying people as much as you can to put their email address somewhere and make some money with ads and banners. Like putting a banner on the above the fold and stuff like that is just a money grab. Okay, how to define a workflow that keeps content production on track. Is your content often? So what I'm trying to do is I need to explore this page a little bit and see if it actually answers the reason that somebody would type in content workflow. So what is content workflow? Obviously, this is going to be a section that seemingly perfectly fits what they're looking for, right? But that just because the title is there, the heading is there that says that, doesn't necessarily mean the content delivers on it. So let's just go through it real quick and read this real quick. A content workflow is a set of tasks that a team needs to complete for a given client or content type. Content type. Okay, a web page, a blog post, a white paper, an email, or any other kind of content that the group needs to deliver. In her book, Content Strategy for the Web, Christina Halvorson says a content workflow determines how content is requested, sourced, created, reviewed, approved, and delivered. Okay, so this is sort of agency thought. You're going to be taking content requests and creating it. Okay. Even if you haven't defined your workflows, your team has them. Every team does. Certain people do certain things at certain times over and over. A workflow may be simple or complex. A team may have separate workflows for certain clients or types of projects. A typical content workflow includes tasks like these: outline, write, review, edit, approve, publish. When documented, a workflow often takes a visual form showing the progression of tasks. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I kind of dig swim lane diagrams because you can visualize where certain things are. One way you'd use this too is if like these blocks were different projects and had different colors maybe assigned to the project, and you'd be able to see which stage of the writing that each of the projects would be in. Uh, that's more for a team who needs to make sure that they're delivering all their projects on time. If you're a solo writer, maybe you're a freelancer or something like that, or you're writing for your own blog and you're seeing good success, and that's why you're thinking about workflows so that you can be more performant, right? You can write faster, have more productivity. A good workflow that you sort of iron out for yourself is an important thing. But I don't feel like this, like when somebody says, what is a content workflow? Like it's just, this is kind of overly wordy, right? It's kind of, I think there's a chance that obviously you're not going to overcome the backlinks and the sheer amount of volume of readership that this, this article has. But in terms of actually providing a better answer for the reader, yeah, definitely. You can definitely write better content for this. And that would mean that you would need to spend some time after that getting that content in front of people. You're probably not going to rank number one for quite some time, like maybe years. But you could have a piece of content that when shared on social media resonates better with people, and you'll get a ton of content or traffic from social endeavors. So anyway, one smart thing to do too would be to read through kind of all of it and make sure you really do understand what they're referring to as far as content workflows, because you want to be a master of the topic. You want to be able to craft the best article about it, and that means understanding all the other content that's out there about it, and maybe piecemeal some of it with your own experiences and stuff. Obviously don't steal their content, but you're gonna, just like with life, the things are the things that you've studied or experienced for yourself, right? And you would use that then to create your own content about it. So that's important. Let's see. Phrase is giving me some more help. The editor toolbar. Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. So Phrase is showing me. This is also new, by the way. I forgot to mention this. This was not there before the SEO add-on. So before buying that, I would never have known that this is. I think I would know that this one ranks number one. I think it does say that. I think it does say 2.6K words as well. But it wouldn't have told me that it has a DA of 77 and 614 backlinks. That many links, yeah, that's going to be tough to overcome. Let's see what else we got. Co-schedule, see DA 68. This one doesn't say anything about backlinks though. 17. All right. Process ST. I'm guessing they want that to be Process Street. That's an interesting name, Process Street. Content creation workflows, why you need one, and how to build it. I feel like this is one that would probably actually be harder to overcome. Let's just take a quick look. It might be no. Okay, well, it doesn't have all the spamminess, but wow, that's. I mean, I know I'm on a 4K screen, but I'm going to zoom way in because on the video this will be really tiny for you. And creating content is easy to think you should just make it and publish it. Simple, but your content will not be highly effective if that's your outlook. Even if see, now that's not true. If the substance of your content is brilliant, I mean, how you produced it isn't. I mean, why is that gonna? That's just like a fake pain point or something that they're trying to get you, interested, or like that's like a hook, right? They're trying to get you like, why would if my content wouldn't be highly effective, but it's brilliant, what's going on? Then you'd want to read more, right? Okay, one thing I don't like about, I mean, obviously this is not okay, so I guess I should take that back. On a widescreen, this looks awkward, right? Because there's so many just like single sentences and stuff. But on a mobile device, which is probably where they get most of their content, I mean most of their traffic, it is going to look better. So I get it, but it gets kind of wordy. Yeah, I can't get through for some reason. My brain just stops. It might be the ADHD in me. I just can't spend the time to finish these sentences. A blog post that's optimized for Google can bring you hundreds or thousands. Like, this is something that somebody probably already knows before they've gotten to the point where they're even thinking about content workflow. Not optimized by, maybe read by 10%. Again, pain. They're pain. They're just talking about pain. So, okay, let me go back. I'm not interested in that. So, also, one thing that's important to do inside of Phrase, when it goes out and gets the research, it's going to find some number of up to 20 results, right? You're going to want to edit this and make sure that the results actually make sense. This one's obviously I would imagine that Kiss Flow is a product. I don't want products. I want information. Management forum. Nah, I don't want a forum. Hey Orca. Easy. Hey Orca sounds like a product too, but maybe they got a good blog. We'll see. Story Chief. Nah, I don't want Story Chief. How to build a results optimized content workflow. Airtable. See, I respect Airtable. Their product is awesome. True edit content. No, that's a system. Perfect your content workflow and create timely, irresistible. Okay. Learn G2. Sounds like one of those content mills. We'll see. Design a content marketing workflow. Okay. I don't know. No SEM Rush. PubMed. No. Content strategy workflow from Conductor. Okay. Single green. How to use. Example project. Help gather content. That's an interesting. Help gather content. I like that. It reads now nicely. Human disease. How does that even? Nope. Content workflow or Mojo portal. No. Let's get rid of that. And then save these. So what that'll do is make sure that your overview here actually kind of more matches the real sort of content that you're looking for. Okay, so I have a content workflow now. I mean a content workflow outline now, sort of. I like how it puts it in a nice little bullet list like this. It looks kind of nice. I'm curious to see what will happen when I copy this, and if I go into Shortly AI real quick and see if I hit new. You notice that's one of the superpowers of Shortly is those little buttons react so fast. It's like new article. Those things just load instant. All right, paste. Okay, cool. I like that. I kind of wish that it would do like this, right? And put like a little dot there. I mean a dash there. Actually, a dash space would be better. Just out of curiosity. I don't think that this should work too easily, but let's just see what happens if I do write an answer for and I just paste that in there. Highlight all this, do a command enter and let it run instruct on that and see what kind of answer. What is your workflow process for content from inception to publication? Yeah, it's actually not too bad, right? I start by identifying what topics my target audience would find interesting. I then create an outline of the main points. Finally, I write a keyword-rich introduction to attract readers. Editing. After finishing the article, I look for any typos in spelling. Okay. Publishing. Uploading on WordPress. Once editing is complete, I upload the document on my WordPress. Okay. All right. It doesn't really get into anything about SEO optimization or anything like that. Content inception. I like how it uses like an extra arrow there. Okay. So anyways, this video is more about Phrase. Let's see what we got. If there's anything else I'm supposed to discover with the SEO add-on. All right, let's go back. See all documents. I'm not really sure. Let's see what we got under releases. No post to display. This thing was just warning me or displaying something to me. Deliver answers. Okay, that's different. That's the answers thing. What's under here anyway? Oh. Okay. I guess the SEO add-on, what it does is it adds domain authority and keyword search volume, and it'll demonstrate how many, or give you how many backlinks the competition has. That's useful in knowing probably how difficult it'll be to overcome that content and let you determine whether you should try to write it or not. And then it probably, I think, gives you access to Outline Builder. I honestly didn't try to see if I could access that before purchasing it. So if you can purchase it before that, then okay. Then I guess I guess it's available. Maybe it's got some differences or something between the SEO add-on and not. Let me go back to new document again. I wonder if there's anything inside of target search query. Like, is there anything that will show me, like if I say AI writing, it doesn't really give. It'd be interesting if it gave me some information here right now, right? Like if I said AI writing and it had like monthly search volume or something. Oh, I guess that's one of the things I think I recall reading about it is now I can use up to 7. Like, let me just see what happens if I keep adding OpenAI. Of course, AI Content Dojo. Wow. Sorry. And say AI tools. 5. I get up to 5, not 7. But I mean, I never do that. I always just target 1. I've never really tried targeting multiple like that. I'm not sure if there's even really a good reason to really do that, other than maybe as long as you know that all of those queries relate to the primary thing you're actually targeting, like in this case AI writing. Because if they don't, chances are you might dilute your article, and if Google thinks that your article is really about 3 different things or 5 different things, you might sort of rank middle of the road for all 5 instead of ranking top for the one that you really want to target. So just be careful. Make sure your content actually focuses on something singular and delivers for the reader exactly what they need. So anyway, I guess that's what Phrase has. I wonder if there's anything inside of their help documentation. Let's see, help center. Let's see if there's anything in there about the SEO add-on. Here we go. What can the SEO add-on do? Let me zoom back in here. What happened? Okay, so I guess it's just okay. So how much does it cost? It's $35 a month. It's not if you are an AppSumo lifetime deal. You can get it for half that price. How does the SEO add-on work? Review this guide. Okay, there's a guide. How to use it. It's gonna have okay. So it does unlock the outline builder. You can get access to monthly search volume, commercial and informational keyword modifiers. Is that what those were? I think I need to look more into that. Go away here. Expanded sub questions. Okay, so I saw those. Domain data, that's the authority, backlinks. Oh, it actually puts that into the topic scoring. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. That could be important when you're actually going back to do your quick SEO optimization. You might realize, wow, this is hard to rank for, hard to get your topic score up, because if it's taking their backlinks and everything into account, your topic score might not get high enough to feel like you're delivering and a product that's capable of defeating the competition. Okay, so you get up to 5 queries. Okay, create documents filtered by up to 5 domains. I don't know what that. I'm not sure what that meant. I'll have to check again. Keyword search volume. Okay, so that appears in the outline builder. We saw that. Commercial keyword modifiers. Okay, okay. Versus top best. Okay, that's interesting. That makes more sense now. Okay. Create documents with up to 5. Workflow. Create documents filtered by 5 domains. Interested in generating a content brief off of content from specific websites. Okay. Oh, I got it. I got it. Okay. I just never do that. I just want to kind of see the SERPs and what, I don't need to fight specific domains. I guess I could at some point, but see, domain authority data, that's important, because then you can start to determine whether you should even attempt to go for a keyword. Maybe try a longer tail keyword before you even try the higher, more difficult, more competitive ones. Okay, so I guess I did unlock all of what I thought I was going to, and discovered what extras Phrase brings along for you. So I guess that leaves this video to be completed. What do you think? I guess I'm paying $17.50 or something like that per month to basically have domain authority, monthly search volume, some more keywords and stuff like that. It seems to be more like a quality of life upgrade. I'm personally going to keep it just because I like to see numbers. Again, take the numbers kind of with a grain of salt, right? Only Google knows the literal actual search volume for these things. But like I said, just use them as kind of a way of comparing. If it has a pretty big number, at least there's a chance that it's got a decent search volume. It might not be 5,000 or 10,000 or whatever it finds, but it's going to be, it's probably got volume. So there's a good chance that you should probably target it if you have a chance. If the domain authority and backlink profile of the target of the competition don't seem to be super competitive, you can kind of make that determination on your own without needing some kind of scoring tool that tells you how easy or hard the keyword is. You can just tell, right? If the top 10 or 20 competition have really high domain authority, lots of like 2 to 3,000 word articles, and they have hundreds of backlinks, there's a good chance that's going to be really hard to overcome. So I think Phrase is doing this smart. It's giving you what you need to make your own determination. It's not trying to be a tool that's explaining everything through some kind of, gauge or color-coded chart or something like that says, these are the ones to go for versus these. It's leaving it up to you. And I appreciate that. I think it's smart that they don't try to, make up your mind for you. It's more, here's the information laid out in a nice little, table setting. And that's what Phrase has always been from the beginning anyways, right? Here's all the content for you to research. Here's all the keywords and stuff that we find that seem to be relevant based on their AI and what the results are from Google for the search term. And the rest is up to you. So you can write it, or you cannot. You could choose not to write it. And I think that's smart. And I hope that this unboxing sort of video and little exploration of the tool helps you determine more on whether you want to keep or if you want to purchase this. I'm not sure if the 50% off deal for AppSumo users is on a time limit or not. I imagine it probably is. But if you do take them up on it, that 50% discount is lifetime. So it'll be the $17.50 or $18 a month until you cancel. So that's smart too. That kind of does live with the whole theme of the lifetime deal. I know that some people will probably be disappointed that these tools or these extra benefits are an add-on and not part of the lifetime deal. But come on. I mean, these tools and these makers can't live off of one single lifetime deal forever. And the fact that the core functionality that you purchased is still there, I think that it's fine, right? The SEO add-on is not $35 is probably pretty steep, and that is probably because it's also not targeting, individual writers and freelancers and stuff so much. It might be that their target audience isn't necessarily down to that into the individual level. Maybe it's more for agencies and teams. So The 50% off for AppSumo deal, people, I think is smart. It kind of keeps the faith with what they're offering, gives you some added bonus features that you didn't have before, and the price is not too crazy. So if $18 is too much, if that breaks your budget, then chances are you're probably not making a revenue from your writing anyways. And then these tools and stuff, that's up to you whether you should be purchasing them or not. You shouldn't be purchasing tools if you don't actually earn revenue from your writing, because there aren't any tools out there that are going to take you from not earning anything to just magically being so capable that you can start cranking out a living from your writing. That's going to take your own experience and dedication and effort to the craft to be able to get to the point where you earn a living from your writing. So take that for what it is. And if you would like to join me in the discussion about things like this, go to Facebook and search for AI Content Dojo. You'll find a group there that we've got a great conversation going pretty much every day about various things in AI content creation and workflows and stuff like that. Every once in a while, I'll be on Clubhouse discussing various things. I'm about to launch a series of interviews where we talk about how people are fitting different AI tools into their content workflows. Anyone from full agency level to down to the solopreneur working wearing every hat for their creation. I'll be talking to anybody about their workflows, and you can listen in and learn from our conversations. I also would hope that you would hit up the AI Content Dojo website. If you're a Shortly user, the Shortly Compendium is something that you have to check out, where you can find all kinds of ways of using the AI to write your content. You notice that in this video, I demonstrated one thing, the instruct command, where I showed how to answer a question. That works exceptionally well with Phrase, because Phrase, their angle on things as far as content creation is the answer economy, and they're great about finding the questions for you. And if you have the question, Shortly can help you come up with the answers and write them quickly. And it's going to be a pretty good match if you want to pair Phrase with Shortly. And there's a lot more to come. And I know that there's behind the scenes, there's some things that they're working on that is going to be incredible for the industry. And so I highly recommend, if you can afford it, that you pair Phrase and Shortly. And if you can, Grammarly Premium, that's part of my workflow stack that will help you write quickly and write quality content that focuses on your reader really fast. And as you could probably see through a lot of the other videos in this channel. But share, like, subscribe, comment. That's what helps feed the algorithm and help this channel grow, where I can so that I can create more of these guides and videos and stuff to help you discover these tools. And until next time, take care.